Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from ICM. It's a model kit in 1/48 scale which copies BQM-34A. It's a Firebee US drone, and as you remember, there were previous versions released in the same scale, and this kit continues the line of these models. And we have a commercial sample here, so it means we'll get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in this video review. So we are going to open it together and check what is actually supplied in this small box. So first of all, box art is quite nice, and again I'm saying that it would be cool to see box art posters from ICM, but they're not producing it yet, maybe. Here is comparison with my hand. Next, on the side you can find some information about the kit. So assembled model will be 146 millimeters long, and we have, what is it, I think, just give me a second. So 38 parts for assembly of this aircraft. Of course we have address of the manufacturer, and on the opposite side you can see 4 marking options, which is quite surprising to be honest, and we will check them closer when we will be looking into the assembly manual. So box is sealed with these tapes on 4 sides. So I'm going to cut through them and we will check everything together. But to be honest, this BQM Firebee kit is quite interesting because it offers you a chance to assemble unusual aircraft in 1/48 scale, and it won't take a lot of space on your shelf. So it should be an, I would say, interesting build for aircraft fans. As you can see, design of the box is standard for ICM, even though the size is not that big. And this white cardboard box is quite sturdy. It should protect everything inside. As you can see, there are 2 sprues inside. Again, we have the decals are falling outside from this assembly manual, but again we have the same story as in the previous release when we had 2 kits, but it wasn't mentioned anywhere on the box. I remember some of you wrote in the comments that it was mentioned in the kit announcement picture, but as you can see, again, I will show it to you. Here on the box art it is not mentioned, and frankly speaking, they're letting go such an important feature which could be a seller of this kit. And I can see that in the, well, at least in the kit description it's written that we have parts for assembly of 2 drones and 2 pylons which will be holding these drones in place. And as you can guess, these sprues, they're absolutely identical, so I will show you only one set of parts. It means only 1 sprue, because there is no need to show the same stuff again and again, and I hope you will agree on that. So here we have fuselage halves, we have also wings, we have tail wings, we also have some parts for the pylons as far as I can see. And all in all, these parts look fine. I don't see any possible issue. Why I'm a bit confused, because I am looking into the trolley, because pylon is here, so with the pylon it was attached to the aircraft, but I do not see any trolley, so I guess you can't display it on the trolley just like previous releases. And here we can zoom in even closer so that you can take a closer look on the external features. It means here we get recessed panel lines which look quite convincing, but note that nose cone is separated into 2 halves. And it would be nice to see it as a one-piece part, but here you'll have to deal with such parts design. If I flip it over, inside you'll find guiding elements. Well, these ones should be useful because of the, let's say, tricky shape of the fuselage. So be sure to check the alignment of all the parts, especially considering the fact that, as I said, the nose cone is separated into 2 halves. Next we continue with 2 decal sheets, and they're absolutely similar, so I will show you only one. Here it is. Printing quality seems to be really nice, and again, just like in any previous release from ICM, we do not have any mention where it was printed, but we have a lot of stencils here. We have also some symbols which can be replicated with masks and airbrush, so it's up to you whether you would like to use decals or you would like to get a bit more convincing finish by airbrushing these marking elements on your aircraft. But as I said, ICM decals are quite nice to work with, so there is nothing to complain about, and it should be ready to be used straight out of the box. Next, we zoom out a bit, because here we have assembly manual. This one is standard for ICM, so we have color printed brochure with a short history note and technical specifications. We also have some colors charts and safety advices on the bottom together with the address of the manufacturer. Next, we continue with the parts map. Note that all parts will be used for this model, and again here we have a small mention that there are 2 sprues of this type. Next, you start by assembling the engine insert. As you can see, it will be quite simple, so do not expect a, let's say, overly detailed engine, but let's not forget that we do not have any separate hatches to display the internals, so that's why it is understandable to have such thing included into this kit. Next, we join fuselage halves together, and note that this tail fin, it will have to be cut off for the 4th marking, so pay attention to that in case you plan to replicate this particular marking. Next, we proceed by installing the top fuselage panel, which is molded as a single piece part, and you will have to drill a 1.4mm holes there. I guess they will be used for the pylons. And we proceed by installing the wing parts and tail wings. Here you can see the installation of the tail fin and also this sharklets, if we can call them so, but they are applied only for the 1st and 4th marking option. Here you can see this pylon for underwing suspension. So as I said, it can be replicated by attaching to the particular aircraft, but it cannot be replicated as a solo on the trolley, which is a notable difference from the previous release. Here you can see 1st marking option in this bright orange color. Next, we continue with 2 more marking options, and there is no year mentioned, so I guess they're still in use maybe. Here we have the target drone for US Navy, and as you can see, it comes from 2000s. It comes in this nice silver paint, and all in all, we have a really nice dual combo of this kit. It means you will be able to assemble 2 nice models instead of 1. And as I said, in 1/48 scale, these are not huge models, so you will be able to fit both on your shelf. And of course, 2 kits actually offer you a chance to replicate 2 out of 4 markings. So that's also a good thing to remember. But actually, you can replicate the similar markings because you get 2 identical decal sheets. That's also a good thing to have. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about such release. Do not forget to write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye!